Hello everybody, today is day 24 of lockdown, back to work on Thursday. Excellent. Right, today I've been given, someone's requested that I ask or talk about how to deal with an accident. So having been in many non-fault accidents, none of them really severe, but nonetheless I'd say in 18 years my car has probably spent 1 month off the road. 80% of those have been people not looking in front of them at a roundabout. My pupil has either stalled or hesitated, and the person behind is still looking to the right, and they just absolutely smash us forwards. So in that moment, I want to get the baseball bat. I don't have a baseball bat in the back, but your brain, you just do that. But then you've got to realise you've got a pupil next to you. The person behind you can sometimes be quite traumatised. Sometimes the opposite, sometimes they don't even apologise. In fact, I've only had one person apologise. So it's actually, you've got quite a bit of adrenaline flowing. So as long as everybody's safe, you've got to exchange details. So I always say, have you got a picture of your driving licence so I can take a picture of it? Have you got a phone number? Ring the mobile. Do not accept a landline or a mobile, because they could give a fake number. It could be a digit wrong. So ring it so that there's a trace that you've contacted that person on your phone record and theirs. Really good tip, that. Take photographs. But the number one thing is put a dash cam in your car, because that records everything. The last 4 accidents between myself and Kat, it's all been caught on camera, rear facing camera. You can see the person's facial expression, whether they're texting or not, etc. It's really, really clear. So get a dash cam. That's the best thing you can do. But just stay calm. If you're concerned, just phone the police and say you had an accident, and just ask for a crime reference number, so there's a log, so that person then can't sort of say, oh, you didn't report it, you didn't exchange details, because you've got it on camera, you've done, there's a few things you can do to protect yourself, but don't go overboard. But basically you need their name, address, insurance company name, and that's it. I always carry a photocopy of my insurance certificate in the glove box, so I can either give it to them or I write on the back of that their details to put through. If you have an accident with an animal, this is a difficult one. I've had to do a bit of research with someone that I know that's a police officer. So the Gov website says that if you hit a deer, for example, you need to phone the police. And it's actually the police is a responsibility to phone the RSPCA if it needs euthanizing, or to find a local vet. If it's if it's still reeling around, you should stay in situ, but don't put yourself at risk. Just put your hazards on, keep your lights on, try and just make the scene visible so people can slow down and see it. If you hit an animal that's owned by anybody, so dog, cat, cows, all of those things, horses that you see around, if it's owned by someone, you have a responsibility to again report that to the police so they can contact the owner, and again there's a log that you've done something. Quite often you see or hear about people that have had a near miss with a cat. I've had a near miss with a cat. It's run, because cats like a dog, they don't tend to just sit there and ask for help. They leg it into someone's garden shed and curl up and die over the next 5 days. So on one occasion I thought I'd hit a cat. I don't think I had, but I just went and knocked on all of the doors to say that check your gardens over the next few days. If there's a cat, these are my details, there's not much more I can do. So those are the things that you should look out for. But adrenaline pumps, doesn't matter how minor it is, you still, so just take a deep breath. If you want to put on that back of that insurance certificate that you've got just a checklist of things that you need to do. If you've never done it before, have it down so you know what you need to do. Those are my tips for what you should do in an accident.